Welcome to Lucidess, where I explore everything because I believe everything is connected to everything else. So if you touch one of the jewels on Indra's net, you touch them all. I also believe in the infinite, unbounded potential within each of us. It's something that fascinates me and also deeply mystifies me. Today I'm going to be exploring the process of my mother's passing, and I'd like to share two journal entries that I wrote. I haven't read them since I wrote them, so I'm actually curious what they say. I can't really remember, just that they felt very profound at the time. I wrote these a few days before my mother passed, and I knew her passing was close. She passed from Alzheimer's. And the first one, I sat down to write the first one, and the second one was a surprise. I wanted to write my mom a letter. I've written many letters, but I felt like it was was there anything else I wanted to say while she was still in her body? And that's the first one I'll read here. Hello, Mom. You're still alive in your failing body. Not sure how much longer, but soon, or so it feels with all the pressure. I want to tell you I love you. Hold your bony hand that looks like mine, or mine like yours, and kiss your forehead. Look into your speckled eyes. I've never seen anything like them. They are like a world unto themselves. The stories they see and tell, so unique, just like you. You haven't been an easy mom, often quite hard, and I've wished you could be more of a mom and less of you. That's quite selfish, but I'm a little girl, and I'd love a mother. Maybe that's your gift to me from beyond, to be a mother to me, a mother to my children, a mother to the world, in word, not deed. I don't feel like taking that on. But mother, such a beautiful and sacred word, meaning a creation, a being, mother. It's my most powerful commitment to my children, no matter where they go. I'm lucky to have been given this journey with these two. They're so precious. I can't imagine you gone, even though you've been gone for quite some time. You still hold the tides, and it seems you're about to release them. I'll trust what waves come my way and ride them to you on the other side. The other side of what? The other side of who? Who will you be? My mom and someone I've never met. Powerful, certainly, and assured and focused, determined, knowing so many things. Things you weren't able to be here. That wasn't your path. I love you, Mom. I always will. And when we meet again, in energy or body or spirit or whatever's, I look forward to seeing you, seeing with you. Love, Shelley, your Ledge Meadow poet and ice skater. So I got done writing that, and immediately something said, turn the page, you have something more to write. I said, okay. So I turned the page, and then I grabbed this big blue marker, and at the top I wrote, the breath before the storm. And then I sat there and I was like, okay, the breath before the storm. That sounds pretty cool, but I don't know what that means. And then the message I suddenly got was, your mother's now going to write a letter to you. And I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. All right, never done this. And so I just sat there quietly for a minute and tried to find where her voice was, like how to connect to whatever this was and to hear it. And I suddenly felt her, only it wasn't the mom I've always known, like in her physical body. I knew it was my mom, but it was like an upgrade to my mom. It kind of made me think of my children play online games, and when one of their characters gets a new attribute or gets an upgrade or one of those things, it felt like that. Like she had gotten this upgrade, so her voice was like bigger and like vaster and more powerful, and it was so clear. And it was like this is the energy of your mother that's been in this body and on this specific journey, but this is actually like the bigger her. so to speak. So I will now read that, and I haven't read it since I wrote it, so I'm kind of curious. I'm writing this for my mom, which feels presumptuous, yet it's how it feels. I've already written a letter to her, one that's just for me and her. This one is to share. Oh, I didn't realize that other one wasn't, but to share the journey of dying, of living, of letting go and receiving, of trusting that it's all taken care of. The who and when and why, the how and where. The those who stay, the those who go, the those who sing, and those who are silent. I am the breath before the storm of dying to all that I can remember, all that I've known, all that I care for and love, all that I am. One last breath before the storm of dying. I am dying, and this is my farewell, my song, my ending, ending to begin again and again and again. It is a process I've done before, even in my life while I've been alive, taking those deep breaths before the storms of life hit and wash away what is no longer needed. I've been so many people in one lifetime: a young girl, a young woman, a wife, a mother, a daughter, a child, a broken and lost one, a whole and celebrated one. One I've cherished and ones I've cherished and ones I've not. But death isn't the end, it's my beginning again. And my husband, just as he should be, holds out his hand and guides me through my final earthly storm. I praise him for his valiant efforts in guiding me. God, I don't remember this at all. I've been stubborn and mean, cruel as a blunt axe and sharp as a whip, but he hasn't faltered, nor does he now, as I relinquish the tides I've been holding. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. I'm going to stop because I got confused. I forgot that said that was my mother. So I was writing, and then I got so confused as I was reading this that it was my mom speaking. I was still talking for me. Okay, we have to go back. Where, so when I'm saying I, now it's my mom's voice. I'm so sorry. I was like, God, this is interesting. What the hell am I talking about? This is my mom's. Now, this was when my mom's voice really came in, when she said, I am the breath before the storm. Okay, this is my mom. So as I'm speaking, please think of my mom. I am the breath before the storm of dying to all that I can remember, all that I've known, all that I care for and love, all that I am. One last breath before the storm of dying. I am dying, and this is my farewell, my song, my ending. Ending to begin again and again and again. It's a process I've done before, even in my life while I've been alive, taking those deep breaths before the storms of life hit and washed away what was no longer needed. I've been so many people in one lifetime: a young girl, a young woman, a wife, a mother, a daughter, a child, a broken and lost one, a whole and celebrated one. Ones I've cherished and ones I've not. But death isn't the end, it's my beginning again. And my husband, that would be my father that she's talking about, and my husband, just as he should be, holds out his hand and guides me through my final earthly storm. I praise him for his valiant efforts in guiding me. In, in guiding me, I've been stubborn and mean, crude as a blunt axe and sharp as a whip, but he hasn't faltered, nor does he now, as I relinquish the ties I've been holding. I release the waters to my children and grandchildren. I release the waters. Some will flood, others will flow. All will fill the spaces of drought and renew what has been forgotten. The remembering of what I forgot so many times, of what I was most afraid of, to love and be loved, truly, wholly, fully. That's the flood I release in my storm of dying. With my final breath, I am the breath before the storm, the rains and winds and waters. I am the season of ends, yet I do not bring about an end. Only a storm, beginning again. Such a release I give to you all. Such a storm, such a breath, such a life, such a death. Take my hand. We go soon.